Hey everybody, and welcome back to Chasing Shell. I want to wish you all a happy new year. Welcome into 2021, y'all. We made it. We didn't think we was gonna make it, but we made it. So with that being said, I know at the beginning of every year it is a fresh start for everyone. The mantra new year, new me always comes out and is thrown around. So we're actually going to talk about how you can, with intention, set your goals and make them realistic, and so that you can achieve them throughout this year. So stay tuned so we can go over the SMART model. So for those who don't know what the SMART model is, it's basically an acronym for when you're setting your goals. So you would ideally want your goals to be S, which is going to be specific, M, which is going to be measurable, A, which is going to be attainable, R, which is going to be realistic, and then T, which is going to be timely, right? So we're going to break those down. Don't lick. Don't lick. Yeah, because I said no. Sorry, y'all. I have a pup here, so if you see anything moving, or you hear snorting, or you hear meowing or scratching, that is my cat and my dog. So for those of you who have been following me, y'all already know who they are. So we're gonna just jump into the model. So I will provide examples, of course, just so that you are very aware. So we'll start with that example. Last year, I was trying to get back into my younger days and say, you know what, I'm about to get back on my health and fitness. Now, I'm from New Orleans, so I wasn't really eating that healthy when I was younger, which is crazy now that I look back at it. But as an adult now, I'm like, okay, like I've learned that, you know, the saying that your fitness and health is literally 80% of your diet and then 20% fitness. So I got the fitness part down. That wasn't hard. It's the eating part that has been hard for me. So I use the SMART model. Like I said, it's not something that I'm perfect at or I'm winning at, but it has helped me to better see those goals and set realistic goals for myself. Because the problem comes in if we set unrealistic goals for ourselves, because we're comparing to other people or we're watching what social media is portraying, right? Like, then we end up failing, and then that's why a lot of people end up stopping those goals that they have set in the beginning of the year. And we don't want that. We want to make sure that we're hitting our goals. So let's break down the SMART model. So you must be specific in the goals that you set. And for example, what that looks like is I want to lose 25 pounds in 3 months. That is a specific goal. Your next part, how do you measure that? Okay, I want to work out, 5 days out of the week for 30 to 45 minutes. And it's because 30 minutes is good for a healthy heart. I also need a meal plan. The health part is the hardest part, right? Like I went to the doctor a little bit later last year in October, and I found out I had high cholesterol. My vitamin D levels were extremely low. And I think that once I actually was able to go and see like my numbers, like, okay, like you need to fix this now at 26 years old versus trying to fix it once you're 60 years old, because it's harder. You're setting your ways much more. So I think now that I have those measurable goals, I know, okay, I'm supposed to be eating a certain amount of calories a day. I'm supposed to be working out a certain amount of time a day. I'm supposed to be drinking about 75 to 80 ounces of water a day. So I can actually measure those I have a water bottle that has the tick marks on there, and it's for about 75 ounces of water. Then I have my FitnessPal app. There are apps for everything, guys. Please make sure that you are utilizing your technology. But I can put in how much, like every meal that I'm eating, create a meal. And then I can see how many calories I'm taking in a day. And then I can go into my fitness app on my phone and see how many calories I'm losing, how much I'm working out, how much I'm standing. So that makes it measurable. You can actually put a number to it. Then attainable. Can you actually reach the goals that you are setting for yourself? Don't make something too far out. We want you to have the mindset of the sky is the limit, right? But make them in increments, because you're gonna get there. you're gonna get there. Like that is the positive part about it, and that's where your mindset comes in with it. But please make sure that they are attainable. Can you reach that goal? Ask yourself that. Don't ask yourself, well, if my sister can do it, or my dad or my mom can do it, or my friends can do it, can you do it? Is it attainable? Is it in your reach? Think about your schedule. I'm now back in the store. I work full-time. I'm about to be in school full-time starting in January 11th. I am working, I run my own business. I do my blog and video editing. Is it attainable for my schedule? And it is. So I think that question to yourself, can I reach this goal? And if not, how do I make it smaller goals? Because no matter what, small steps are still steps. They are helping you progress, and that's all you want, right? You never want to stay stagnant. You never want to go backwards. If you need to just continue to go forward, and if that means making those goals a little bit smaller so that you can get a little bit higher, that's not a problem. So just remember to not compare your journey and your steps to anybody else's. Next, realistic. Y'all, I think the biggest thing that I have learned was setting unrealistic goals for myself is the reason that most people stop completely from, like, they go into the year saying like, oh, new year, new me, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do 2-a-day workouts, I'm gonna work out 7 days out of the week, I'm gonna do 1 gallon of water. They set these unrealistic goals for themselves, not taking in consideration every single thing that they have to do throughout the day. And I think that's what makes it hard. And it makes it discouraging for people, and they say, okay, well, I can't do this, and they just stop all completely. So an unrealistic goal for me is to say something like, I want washboard abs in a month. Though it can be attainable, like it is attainable, that is unrealistic. And that's for me, right? Like, that's not something that may work for everybody else. Like, somebody may be able to do it in 2 weeks. Like, it is possible. But if you remember what I said, I don't eat the best still. So when you're working out, in order to get these, washboard abs, you need to be eating right. You need to be eating your greens daily, your 8 servings of vegetables, your 75 ounces of water. Though I have the water down pat, I'm not always eating the best. And like I said, I've gotten 80% better than what I was, which is good. I'm still not there yet. Another example of an unrealistic goal would be, at first, when I first started working out, I was like, I'm gonna work out 7 days out of the week. But that is just something that's not realistic for me, because I like to take those rest days. So just be mindful of if the goal is realistic or if it's not. Like, I'm not gonna tell you not to shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars, but do those in smaller steps, because the second that you fail or you don't hit that unrealistic goal. Your last part of the SMART model is timely. So set a time frame for these things. These can be long-term goals, which is usually, I believe, like 3 to 6 months. And like more. Or you can set your short-term goals, which is like a week, a month, 3 months, like whatever it is. Like, those are shorter term, so you're able to see. But always set a time for it, because if you never set a time for it, how are you going to know if you hit that goal or not? So just be very, very aware of that. I hope that this helps someone, help you guys. I know that these can be a little bit, setting goals, especially going into the new year, can be like super encouraging, but I don't want you to get discouraged if you don't always hit those goals. It is okay. It is absolutely fine. Just don't stop. Just make smaller steps for yourself and try to utilize the SMART model. I think that it'll help you guys out. So I look forward to seeing you guys in this new year, and just see how 2021 is going to do for us, because child, we not going in with heavy expectations the way 2020 went. But I am sending you all love and light, and thanks for rocking with me and chasing Shell. See you soon.